Hey everybody, William here, with not a review, but a different kind of video that I wanted to record a little earlier, but due to a bunch of noise in my house, I didn't have the chance. Everybody else is gone, I am home alone right now, so I have the chance to record it. I am not reading from a script in this video, so you're going to hear a little bit of clicking and maybe playing a video or something because I have to come up with it as I go. This video, I'm going to do an old versus new. Now, I'm pretty sure you've seen a lot of people who've done old versus new. My favorite old versus news are from Nostalgia Critic. Let me fix the recording this way. Okay. And this one, instead of doing like a movie and its remake, I'm going to do it on Minecraft. 1.301 versus 1.2.1. That's the, whatever you want to call it, the version. I actually put it on Facebook first, and basically showing what goes on. We'll start with mobs. The mobs in 1.3.1.3_01, as far as I can tell, are zombies, which you all know zombies, spiders, normal spiders, creepers, zombie pigmen, skeleton archers, slimes, and ghasts. On this I forgot to put spider jockeys, but those are a bit too rare to really count. You are not going to see a spider jockey very often. And in 1.2.1, the mobs are zombies, spiders, cave spiders, creepers, skeleton archers, blazes, magma cubes, slimes, gas zombies, pigmen, zombie pigmen, endermen, and ender dragons. Yeah, that's a lot. That's quite a lot. Also, if you want to go with passive and then hostile, there's also wolves. If you attack a wolf, the entire pack of wolves will attack you back, which kind of sucks. Though I like messing with it in single-player commands, I'll set it to where I have infinite HP, then I'll spawn 150 wolves and attack one, and just watches all of them try to get me while I'm floating above them. It's cool. It's fun to do. You should try it. Anyways, the 1.3_01, good thing about the mobs, zombies. They are mindless. Back then, the zombies did not have intelligence whatsoever. You can't even call them AIs. They are just things. They are just beings, and they wander around. If they see you, they will do whatever they can to get to you. They will walk off cliffs just to get to you, though that'll end up killing them. And when they die, they drop feathers. Now, they don't do that. Spiders, they're easy to kill. Back then, they were decently fast, but you could outrun them, normally. And you could kill them really easy because the hitbox was very biased. Back then, you could punch a zombie without any really being in your range. Like, your fist would, say, extend out to right here. You could hit the zombie when it was right here. Just because hitbox is very biased. But the zombie would have to walk right up to you, and it's even in some of the video I have, where a spider or a zombie is literally right up to me, and then it actually has to perform its attack. Kinda stupid there. Creepers, they're way too easy to kite. They do have a little bit of a bad thing back then, which is not, you don't find now. Zombie pigmen, there's nothing good about them. You attack a zombie pigman and there's more than one of them, you are going to die, unless you have full diamond armor, diamond sword, and plenty of food back then, because you could eat food instantly to heal hearts. Not hunger, hearts. Instantly. You didn't have to nom for like 5 seconds while walking at the speed of a snail. You could just eat it while running, turn around, and beat the crap out of them. Skeleton archers. They can be kited. Back then, they were not that smart either. They were smarter than zombies, that's for damn sure. But They could be kited by, like, getting them near a tree that, like, goes, like, a dirt blocks right next to it where the leaves are, and you can't really walk past it, but you can, like, break through the leaves, and you can go in a circle as the skeleton archer tries to get you, but it can't really get you. I have a clip where I tried to kill a skeleton archer, but I was already down 4 hearts, and I didn't have any food with me, so I couldn't regenerate it, and I died. But that's not to say that I'm a bad player at Minecraft, that's just to say I had no food, and no sword. I was not using a sword. The entire time, I did not have anything, because I killed myself, because I was so far away from, where I had everything set up for the video. I went on a little expedition, and I forgot where to go. I forgot where I came from, so I kinda gave up. Though I, could have built a compass. No, actually, I couldn't have. I did not have the stuff for a compass. That's right. Then there's slimes. Slimes are slimes. They're not hard to kill at all. You just walk up there, smack them a couple times, and once they're smaller, they can't kill you. If you die from a slime, it's either because it snuck up on you and knocked you off a cliff or into lava, or you were AFK. If you die while actually playing the game without being killed environmentally by a slime, then you need to uninstall Minecraft and stop playing forever. Ghasts, there's nothing good about them either. They fly around, and if you have your render distance set down, like if you have a not-so-good video card computer, or 32-bit operating system like I have, you will most likely die a couple of times in the nether because a ghast comes just out of the render distance, shoots a fireball at you, or not even in your render distance. You can't see it, but you see a fireball come out of nowhere, or back in 1.3_01, it was a snowball that was on fire. Snowball on fire. Anyways, yeah, ghasts suck. Good luck trying to reflect their fireball back at them. It is stupid to do that back then. That is a bias against you when it comes to the hitbox. The bad things about the mobs were, with zombies, nothing. There was nothing bad about zombies back then. Spiders, the bad thing about them was they were a little fast. They were about your speed, maybe a little faster, but that was nothing. They, again, biased hitbox. I punched one to death. I have it in game footage. I will play that. Creepers, unlike in the newer updates, they will explode while running at you. So say a creeper aggro's on you and it's running towards you, instead of stopping and starting to expand so it'll expand and explode while it's running at you. There is no safety against creepers back then. Creepers were just killing machines. And still, sucked if you had a house, and you walked outside as a creeper was there and it blew up your house, and, you didn't have enough time to rebuild it before nighttime, and you were stuck outside in the middle of the woods or something, completely unprotected. Zombie pigmen, the bad thing about them is that they exist. Skeleton archers is that they can attack from a range, and unless you have sound on or whatever, you usually won't see them coming. Because there was, no brightness modifier in the options back then. Everything was dark. If you didn't have torches, you couldn't see. If you didn't have a bright computer monitor, you couldn't see. You were pretty screwed. Slimes. They're slimes. There's nothing bad about a slime. I mean, I kind of hate to kill the small slimes just because they're so helpless. It's just sad. Ghasts. The bad thing about ghasts is that they're ghasts. Hold on a second. Alright then. In 1.2.1, the mobs, I've already said the good thing about mobs is zombies. Nothing good about zombies. The zombies are not good anymore. No, you cannot just, run out and start murdering zombies willy-nilly. No, zombies are a bit harder to kill at this point. The only good thing is that they can occasionally drop an iron ingot, iron shovel, or an iron helmet. Rarely. It's about the same chance as a skeleton dropping a bow for iron and an iron shovel, but dropping an iron helmet is about the same chance as a skeleton dropping an enchanted bow. Spiders, nothing. There's nothing good about spiders. Not in 1.2.1, because the hitbox is no longer biased. It is equal on both sides. They will attack you outside of their range, you will attack them outside of your range. It's all a matter of who gets the hit in first. Cave spiders were not designed with anything good in mind. Cave spiders are just there to ruin your day. Skeleton archers, there's nothing good about them either. I'll explain why when I get to the bad thing. Blazes, the good thing is that they're neutral until you attack them, then you're screwed. Magma cubes, they're the same as slimes. Slimes, they're slimes. Ghasts, it's easier to reflect their projectiles, as far as I can tell, and since 1.8, the adventure update. Zombie pigmen, still nothing good about zombie pigmen. They exist, that's bad. Endermen. Endermen were also not designed with anything good in mind. They are neutral, passive, until you attack them. Then they teleport around and sneak up to you. Say you find one in a cave and you go to attack it. It will hit you, teleport away, and you won't see it for like 5 minutes or so. Then it'll come back out of nowhere and kill you. You won't know it. It'll just appear. And back in 1.8, I think it wasn't until like 1.9 or the official release that Enderman had the same sound as zombies. So you would go in there thinking you just see a couple zombies and you can kill it, but then, hey, Enderman, and you're staring right at it, and it's teleporting at you, and you're dead. Bad things about the mobs in 1.2.1 are zombies. They are way smarter. Zombies will no longer just walk off a cliff to catch you. They will find ways, smart ways, to get to you. Unless they go out of the range to where you are, then they'll walk away. You know, and they'll wander around, and if you're in the same spot, they'll come back, see you, and be like, oh, hey, I gotta get that guy. They'll walk away, and they'll get out of their sight to where they can see you, and they'll just wander around again. Spiders, they are fast as a car. To escape a spider requires sprinting. And, well, sprinting reduces your hunger. Without hunger, your HP doesn't regenerate. If your hunger gets down to 3, you can no longer sprint. Your HP is not going to regenerate until you get back at least 6 things of hunger. And spiders don't like to die. Cave spiders. The bad thing about cave spiders is everything. Creepers. There's nothing bad about a creeper. Creeper is a creeper. And since it stands there when it explodes, it's so easy to kill a creeper. If you have an iron sword, you can hit it twice, back up, when it shrinks back down after it's done trying to explode. You can run over the hit it twice again, in a row, no backing up, just twice, back up, move forward, hit twice, and it's dead. A diamond sword, unenchanted, you can just walk up there, hit 3 times, and it's dead. No problem whatsoever. Skeleton archers, they're smarter like zombies, but smarter than zombies, and they have bows. Yeah. Blazes, they fly. That's the bad thing. They can fly. Once you attack them, they will start flying around, and you have to reflect the projectile. And it's worse because they shoot 3 projectiles. They're just like gas, but triple. I hate blazes. Magma cubes, there's nothing wrong with them. Slimes, we don't need to cover that either. Ghasts are still ghasts. Zombie pigmen still exist. Endermen exist too. When it comes to mobs, I would say 1.3_01 wins. Yeah. Then there's the food. Oh my, the food. 1.3_01 food is raw pork chop, cooked pork chop, apple, golden apple. I'm not going to count mushroom stew or any farm food because that is self-explanatory. Raw pork chop is instant. You can eat it instantly. Heals hearts, a little bit of hearts. I think it heals like 1.5 or 2. And does not slow you down at all. Cooked pork chop heals more hearts than raw pork chop, and it's the same thing. An apple is the same as the rest. Heals, instant, doesn't slow you down. Golden apple is the god of Minecraft food. The bad thing about the food is nothing for raw pork chop, cooked pork chop, or cooked pork chops. For apple, they're hard to find. Good luck, douche. Seriously, you're only gonna find them in dungeons, if you're lucky. Since I've been playing since 1. I don't know, I want to say 1.4, but I'm pretty sure I've been playing since 1.3 in Minecraft. Well, 1.3 or 1.4, they're basically the same. I only found 2 apples until they made it to where apples drop from trees. Golden apple, there's absolutely nothing wrong with a golden apple. If you get an apple and you make it a golden apple, you, sir, are awesome. 1.2.1 food, raw pork chop, cooked pork chop, raw beef, steak, raw chicken, cooked chicken, rotten flesh, spider eye, and I'm not adding farm food again, or mushroom stew. I'm mixing the pros and cons of food in 1.2.1 because I don't want to deal with that. Raw pork chop takes about 2 to 3 seconds to eat, slows the player down tremendously. You start walking slower than a zombie. Only restores hunger, which unless full doesn't heal HP at all. Cooked pork chop, raw beef, steak, raw chicken, and cooked chicken are the same, except the cooked steak, cooked chicken, and cooked pork chop heal more, obviously. Rotten flesh heals hunger, but has an 80% chance of giving the player a hunger debuff, which causes hunger to go down faster. Walking, you will lose your hunger quicker and stuff. Spider eye heals hunger by 1. I think it's just 1, and it poisons you just like a cave spider. Your HP won't go down more than a half. Once it hits half, it'll regenerate and then stop. If your HP regenerates, if not, it'll just stay at half. Apples are easier to find, and they heal a decent amount of hunger. There's really nothing wrong with an apple, except you have to find them with breaking trees. Leaves on trees. Golden apple is still the god of Minecraft food. Golden apples are awesome. 1.3_01 wins, because it's just so easy. It's your survival chance. Mobs in 1.3_01, mobs are easier to kill. Torches basically spawn animals by them. I even have a clip of that I'll put in there. So you'll get basically infinite food, leather, wool, feathers, anything else you need. Mobs die during the day, unless they're in a place that's like underneath a mountain hang, where it's shadowy, but other than that, they'll die, unless they're in a cave, of course. There's plenty of abusable bugs to help you survive in that. Minerals are everywhere. You are more likely to find minerals. There's not going to be abandoned mine shafts or ravines, though, so you're not going to have to worry much about falling into death. You'll never run out of food unless you suck. No, I'm just kidding. The thing is, all food items, all of them, none of them stack. None of them stack. They all take up their own spot. So you'll have like 2 pork chops take up 2 inventory spaces. So you can run out of food quicker because, it takes up more spaces. So having a lot of food and other items is a problem. Survival chance is very high. In 1.2.1, the mobs are smarter and they're harder to kill. They can break into your house. If you have it set on hard mode, zombies will break your wooden door down. They will literally break it. And they will kill you. Animals are scarce and very rarely spawn. If you kill one, you won't see it. Good luck seeing another one. But most of them drop food. The only one that doesn't is sheep. And I think they were planning on making sheep drop meat, but they didn't do that. And food stacks. If it's the same food, like 2 cooked pork chops, it'll stack. Raw pork chop and cooked. Raw and cooked don't stack, though. Less space taken up because of that. Minerals can be harder to find, depends on where you are, but they do the same thing. Abandoned mine shafts and ravines make for iron and gold mines. Seriously, you will find several stacks of iron and gold inside of ravines. Diamond can be found easier if you're like just in regular ore. You can find like up to 10. I found up to 10 at once, all together in a wall. And you can find diamonds inside of treasure chests in abandoned mine shafts. I'm kind of trying to read from the Facebook thing, so. Hunger makes the game a lot harder. Unless you have 9 out of 10 hunger, your heart will not regenerate. Food only restores hunger, takes longer to eat, slows you down. Enchanting makes weapons, armor, and tools much more useful. Pets, wolves, and ocelots. Ocelots can be tamed with fish. Wolves can be tamed with bones to make, wolves normal, still wolves, but they're tamed. And cats. Yeah, ocelots become cats. Completely different species, but okay. You can make iron golems with iron blocks, and they can help you kill monsters a lot easier. Your survival chance is moderate, depends on how good you are at Minecraft. Between the two, the competition, it's really close. If you want classic Minecraft style with more time to mess around because it's easier, more can be accomplished in a smaller amount of time. Your best bet is to do anything, just about anything, about 1.6 and below. Anything before when hunger was added, basically, it's really easy. It's really easy. From alpha, like 0.3 stuff. That's NFEV, but you know what I mean. To about 1.4, 1.5, maybe 1.6. I don't know. If you want more of a challenge but less time, just mess around, have a little fun. Anything from 1.8 to 1.2.5 will suit you just fine. This is William, I guess, signing off. Thank you for watching. This is actually a lot longer of a video than I expected it to be. I'm sorry if you don't have a chance to watch it all at once. I don't know why I'm saying this at the end, because you're going to have to watch the whole video to see it at the end anyways. Okay, I guess that's kind of irrelevant then. Thank you for watching the whole video, unless you just decided to skip to the end for some reason. I don't know why you would do that. There's nothing important at the end. Thanks. See ya.